When I was 6 years old, I used to sit in the back of my dad's Cortina with a hanger and drive, pretending that hanger to be a steering wheel. By the time I was 14, I realised that I had an obsession with speed. I bought myself a car, and that was it. I haven't looked back.
Now I'm going to race and rally across the world. Meet legends.
You always liked speed.
Could never get enough of it.
Professional drivers.
It is like a drug, and you want to do more.
People obsessed with speed.
Like me.
Now, I don't know what your title is over
King
there.
of speed, bruv. King of speed. Where's the ejector button?
I want to eject out of these things every now and then.
Achieving boyhood dreams.
I'm learning from you.
Making lifelong friends.
Idris.
Understanding how speed shaped the cars we drive.
The underground scene, the drag racing, the kids love it.
I'm going to uncover how smugglers, lawbreakers, and underage drivers created the world's most popular motorsports. Coming up, I'm traveling to the USA, where I'm going to uncover how Americans shape the cars we drive. I'm going to Detroit, the spiritual home of the motor car, to meet modern-day street racers and see what has happened to the great city.
This is considered to be one of the largest abandoned factories in the world.
I'm going to experience America's most popular motorsport, NASCAR, firsthand.
Mum, I'm okay. All right? Don't worry about this.
I'm in East London, where my relationship with the car first started.
I'm here in Forest Gate, which is sort of adjacent to sort of Manor Park and Stratford and Hackney and Leytonstone, and I used to literally work down the street at a tyre fitter's.
Tyre fitting was my first proper job, and I'm dropping in to meet an old rival. Tony Hunter manages this place.
The guy that runs it, he used to work here when I was, you know, a tyre fitter in Forest Gate. You know, down the street, just down the road, Robin used to own the old...
Yeah, with the minis sticking out the front.
Sticking out the front, yeah.
Yeah.
Was that competition for you, like, yeah?
No, man. No, nothing.
We all used to just run around with each other, like, on a Saturday, if I didn't have a tyre, or they didn't have a tyre, we'd call each other up, what you got, can I come and get it? Boom, 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 borrow it off each other, and boom. Ah, this old bad boy. And then what you do is go in here.
In here.
Oh, okay, right, that's it. There you go. We had, like, busy, you had a big shop, you know, you had a lot of people coming in, and you'd whip these on and off in no time, man. Boom. Yeah, I learned a lot. I learned a lot about motors, cars. First time I learned to I was allowed to drive, really, because, like, you had to get... Sometimes a customer would come in, drop the car off, and be like, I'll be back in minutes, and then you'd do his car, he wasn't back, so I used to zip it out. I loved it. I loved it. It was a job. It was a great place. You made good money, good tips. You know, you met a lot of people, and you got to know the community, you know what I mean? You were walking down and be like, oh, Idris, we know you.
We'll start him back on a Saturday, it's not a problem. Saying that on old-time recommendation to this.
Go ahead. Oh! Wow.
Yeah, it's all right, isn't it?
XR2. Wow. That is in perfect nick as well. Original interior. How old is this? C-Reg?
86.
Wow. That's practically the same thing I had. So I had the first Fiesta, the box shape. XR2, Mark 1.
Yeah.
And then I stepped up to one of these.
That's a 16 CVH.
Wow.
XR2, yeah.
This was like the boy racer's dream at the time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like having one of these.
Yeah. Pretty one.
Whoa.
Nothing's changed.
No.
Nothing's changed around here.
When I was 20, I bought a Fiesta XR2, just like this one. This motor was my first decent ride.
Wow.
And driving it now brings it all back.
I tell you what, man, this was me. Running around Forest Gate, East London in this thing.
There's no better way to start my journey than in East London, with this drop-dead gorgeous, rude boy Fiesta XR2.
It was the boy racer's car, so but it was a status car, because if you had a Ford Fiesta, you know, that was a decent car to have at that age, you know? It was a rude boy's car. I tell you what, I used to watch my uncles and my dad drive all the time, you know, like sitting in the back seat where the camera is, watching the steering wheel. I used to love watching the steering wheel and the dashboard and, you know, like how a steering wheel moved. And then as soon as I was old enough, which is probably about 14, 15, I had a car. I used to be along these roads all the time. I used to have a girlfriend that actually lived there. Look, Cherry Tree Road, boom. She used to live down there in the flats right in the back. Older woman she was as well.
At age 19, I left Hackney to go visit America. I'd had enough of working in the garages. I worked for Ford in Dagenham for a while, but I wanted to be an actor, so I explored the USA. And this is where the story of speed really begins.
You know, when you're flying in an airplane and you look down, you see all these cars whizzing around. It's not too dissimilar to looking at ants as they travel on their journeys. But the difference is that human beings, we've created a mechanism for getting around. And these mechanisms are beautiful on their own, you know, and they're complex as they can get. And then the idea behind that is that, you know, we want to get to where we want to go faster. So I think that's why I wanted to explore this as to, well, why are we so obsessed with that? You know what I mean? It's one thing to build a motor car, but it's another thing to race the thing. You know what I mean?
One car builder who revolutionized mass car production wasn't initially convinced that the public really wanted fast cars.
Young man makes up his mind to work. There's no limit to what he can do.
Henry Ford saw his basic Model T as a simple, affordable way to get from A to B at a respectable 45 miles an hour.
By 1919, it seems as if everybody is driving a Model T. Ford sells nearly 1 million of them a year.
Its low price made owning a car affordable for everyone, and the Model T dominated the market for many years. Ford never dreamed people would want anything faster than his reliable Model T. They continued to manufacture the car for nearly 2 decades. Eventually, the inevitable happened. Sales dropped as people began to plump for the better-looking, faster cars now being built by Chevrolet Chrysler and General Motors. I'm heading to Detroit, the home of Ford, to discover how the manufacturer eventually brought speed to the masses. In the 30s, Ford was forced into thinking of something new to beat off the competition and keep his company alive.
Again, the great River Rouge plant of the Ford Motor Company is a beehive of activity as the new Ford V8 goes into production.
He developed and mass-produced a new engine, the V8, capable of doing 75 miles an hour.
And there, ladies and gentlemen, is the new Ford V8. No wonder Henry and Edsel Ford observed their handiwork with approval.
Now, anyone with money could buy a fast car, and anyone who needed to make a quick getaway could too.
Federal agents smash illegal breweries, but they cannot stem the flow of bootleg liquor.
In the 20s, Prohibition created organized gangs of whiskey smugglers all over the USA, and the V8 was the bootlegger's car of choice. It left the cops standing. The smugglers retuned and modified their cars to perfection, and the drivers became infamous for their encounters with the police. One legendary driver was Junior Johnson. He drove his first V8 at age 14, and now I'm going to meet the man they call the last American hero.
So you always like speed, basically.
Basically. Could never get enough of it. These heads here, you take them off in the manifold, and you put 3 carburetors on.
Johnson was so good at getting away from the cops that in 1955 he became a stock car racer. Some say one of the greatest in the history of NASCAR, America's most popular motorsport.
Johnson's 1959 Chevrolet gets the checkered flag to capture first place at the Daytona 500.
You used to do all the modifications yourself? I mean, did you?
Yeah.
Was you a mechanic?
I had to be a mechanic to be a bootlegger. If you wasn't a good mechanic, you couldn't survive because you had to, have fast cars to haul your whiskey to the people, and you need them to get away from the revenuers and ABC officers and the federal officers.
Did you ever get caught?
No.
No. That's why you're here.
Yeah.
It's nearly 60 years since Junior owned a car like this.
She sounds nice, don't she?
Yeah, she did.
When the V8 came into the picture, it changed everything. And this is one of the fastest production engines ever, right?
Right. Everybody kept making better parts and better pieces for the motor.
How many bottles could you get into?
You can get 22 cases of whiskey.
22 cases in there?
Yeah, and put 5 in the front, 2 down the floorboard, and 3 standing on the edge. And your seat, one of them will sit right against your side. And when you go around the curve to the left, it kept you from coming out from underneath the stern wheel, So, but
that must have made it much more heavy, right, to drive?
Yeah, but you had the springs and, like I said, big tires, big shocks.
Right.
Stuff to wheels to hold it up.
So at the transition where, you guys started racing these cars for fun, what was that time like?
You couldn't hardly find a racetrack. Somebody didn't have his fingers in the whiskey business.
In the whiskey business,
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
So really whiskey is behind the beginnings of NASCAR, if you like.
If it hadn't been for whiskey, NASCAR wouldn't be formed. That's a fact.
Wow.
Johnson's NASCAR career was put on hold for a year in '56 when he was jailed for running an unlicensed whiskey distillery. He was granted an official pardon in 1986 by the then President Ronald Reagan. Just as well whiskey is legal today, you get the impression that Junior misses the old days. V8s in this condition are rare, and it's great to experience what it must have felt like for Junior.
She's a beauty, man. Beautiful little rider. Feels like a cabriolet because the windscreen has got a gap in it. Should wear some goggles or something.
Sitting in this old V8, I've got almost twice the power of the cop behind me.
Get the alcohol to the people.
It's easy to see how this little motor left the cops standing. This beauty helped Ford realize that speed could sell cars. It wasn't long before Detroit was booming. By the 60s, the city was churning out 11 million cars a year. Today, I'm meeting up with Detroit Police Inspector Darryl Brown. He's going to show me the historical heart of Motor City and introduce me to some of the city's illegal street races.
The underground scene, the drag racing, the nightlife, kids love it. They got money in these cars. They got 4G auto wheels, Asantes, 22s, 24s, got all their money invested in a car. I mean, seriously, they
So
got every dime.
it's a big scene.
Where we're going to, the guys are, for the most part, responsible for the illegal scene. They work on a lot of the guys' cars. When we go over here, you're gonna see some amazing vehicles over here.
How they gonna react to you coming today?
Since I'm with you, I'm gonna be okay. This is Tommy.
These underground racers go head-to-head on the streets and are willing to break the law all in the name of speed.
So I'm coming to stand next to you, man. So this is where it all happens, yeah?
Yeah.
Street racing is simple. 2 cars in a straight line. The fastest over a set distance wins. If you're lucky enough to win big, you can spend the money on a showpiece ride. Tuned-up classic lowriders are the trophy car of choice, and many cost more than a brand new top-of-the-range F-Type Jag. This is Show and Go, a one-stop shop for extreme rides. If you want your car to stand on end, you come here. If you want to be the fastest, you come here.
How much money do you think you have on this slot right now?
Tommy runs this place, which has been serving the local underground scene for the last 20 years.
Probably about $800,000 sitting out here.
800,000?
Yeah, those two right there, those are $100,000 a piece.
These?
Yeah.
The work done on them?
The work done to them and what it is, you know, with the lowriders. I mean, everything on them's custom, everything's candy painted, or, you know, chrome plated, everything, you know. Everything's old. That's where the classics, where the style is at.
Yeah? What is the history of, you know, doing up cars in Detroit?
I think ever since the second car was made.
Really?
I built this. This car's 10 years old now. I saw one probably 13 years ago. A friend of mine had one. It was a beautiful car, candy painted, and it's the first time I'd ever seen a lowrider. And I saw it, and I'm like, oh my God, I have to have one of those.
The SS Impala.
Woo!
Where did this come from? Where did this flipping the suspension come from?
Just started with guys wanting to ride low, but needed to lift them back up for bumps and to get into driveways, and they got the idea of taking a hydraulic pump off of a lift gate, I believe. Something like that is how it started, and they put it on and made the car be able to go up and down. Hey, you want to sit in it? We'll lift it up and go on 3-wheel?
Come on, let's do it. There you go. I need my seatbelt. Inspector Brown, I'll be back. Wow.
I'm not sure this car would work in Hackney. It's a bit too flash. These guys spend everything they have on their cars, and the one I'm in kind of works, as long as you're not shy and you like trampolining.
It's actually a very smooth ride, look. I mean, as crazy as it looks, it rides beautifully. I'll have one of these one day.
Oh, man. There's no feeling like it, man. You listen to some oldies cruising down the road.
Yeah, man. Does it have seatbelts?
Nope.
No seatbelts. You just need to hold on.
1964, the last year seatbelts were an option.
Really? Wow.
But it's this powerful Malibu that is the car of choice for street racing.
Go for a ride? I got like 10 grand saying I could beat anybody right now on the streets.
Bring it on.
Come on. Ready?
These guys right here,
No,
these are
this.
real street racers right here.
Yeah?
They're out here all the time.
Yeah, no one from London yet, though, huh?
Huh?
No one from London.
London, bring it on. We want all this. Bring it on.
This guy hasn't lost a race
You
yet.
want that pound?
Yeah.
I'm taking dollars. I mean, if I brought my car out here, you lot wouldn't have a clue. You wouldn't.
Right now, I'm 15-0. I ain't lost nothing.
15 and 0.
15-0 and ain't lost
What are
nothing.
you
Straight
driving?
cars.
Malibu.
15 and 0.
15-0. And you got guys come from Ohio, up north. You know, if they can't beat that person, they'll call on another person. And then he come down with a pocket full of money, then he go home broke.
So they say he's running,
Yeah.
he's on the street 15
we
and
call it out
0, not
Chicago,
the
Oklahoma.
track.
Chicago comes here once a year.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
If I bring a car down here tonight,
Okay.
I'll race you from Kent to Harper.
Well, if you want to run from Kent to Harper,
It's like the 8th.
I'm gonna whoop you, sir. Let me tell you something, because I don't waste no time. I'm gonna shake in, but when we line up,
Tell me your name.
it's nothing personal. It's Big Deuce. We king of the street now. Now I don't know what your title is over
King
there.
of Speed, bruv. King of Speed.
Oh, King of the Speed.
Yeah. Speed versus street. That's what
I
I'm
tell
talking
you
about.
what, get your 5 cars and you leave whenever you want.
You gotta explain that to him what that means.
5 cars in front, and you leave whenever you want. And I'll start the car, and I'll come get you.
Oh, come on, man. No way. You kidding me? Hey, nah, not to me, you don't. I'm not going to come all the way from London and get beat like that. No way.
Luckily, I'm not going to take him on today, but I thought I sounded convincing. The city of Detroit has changed dramatically in the last half a century. Today, it's in deep trouble.
This is Motor City. This is, you know, one of the industrial capitals of America at one stage, right? You think because America has been introduced to foreign cars in such a massive way, you think that had anything to do with the, you know, the sort of destruction of the motor industry here?
Oh, yes, definitely. I think that when Toyota and other little car companies start bringing in the smaller, more efficient, more reliable vehicles, I think it did a lot of damage to the, you know, to the big 3 automakers here. GM, Ford, and Chrysler.
I used to work for Ford back in the day. My dad was a shop steward for about 25 years.
Wow.
And before I became an actor, I worked at Ford's. My dad lived that life, you know what I mean? And I could just imagine, you know, if when that Ford plant in Dagenham died, a lot of people lost jobs in there. It was crippling. It was just crippling for people. So I kind of have a, you know, a real sort of close affiliation to it in a weird way. I kind of feel at home in Detroit in a weird way.
This area here, this was rich people just everywhere, gone.
It's like a ghost town now, isn't it?
It's like a ghost town. You actually haven't seen ghost town yet. This was a thriving business area that was supported by thousands of workers here at the Packer plant.
Wow.
This is considered to be one of the largest abandoned factories in the world.
In its heyday, this Packard factory employed 30,000 people. Its cars outsold Cadillac. One of their adverts of the time read, "Built like a Packard means built to last."
Wow, man.
Look at it, it's just abandoned fields. Yeah, the auto industry left here, tore us out the frame.
The demise of the motor industry caused people to abandon Detroit. Since 1950, over 1 million people have moved out of the city. My next destination is a 10-hour drive away, so I've got some time to kill. For the last few years, I've traveled continuously. I'm not complaining, it's just part of the job.
Looks a bit dreary, doesn't it? Reminds me of England. This is a Rondé. Rondé's still sleeping. God knows how.
Everyone needs something other than work, you know? And in my spare time, I DJ.
Music, to me, is, I keep saying it, man, it's a reset button for me, you know? Like, you know, running around acting and all of that is great. But you know, you're oftentimes outside of who you are, because, you know, you're sort of being other people, you know, it's what you do for a living. And so with music, man, like, I love making it and you know, putting my playlist together to DJ, because, you know, that's more me. There is a school of thought that people go, oh, well, sort of waters down who you are as an actor if you're doing music. But again, you know, I tend not to overthink it like that, you know what I mean? Like, it turns out that I've been doing music longer than I've been doing acting, but no one really know that.
At last, a chance to fulfill a dream, the holy grail of American racing, NASCAR. Founded by bootleggers like Junior Johnson, the National Association of Stock Car Auto Racing was formed in 1947, and the American public loved it.
Here they come off the fourth corner. Ernie Irvan leads them down now. Is he going to win?
Superstar drivers in everyday-looking vehicles driving perilously fast.
They're in deep trouble. Into the pack. Whoa, whoa. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh.
No national motorsport in America's history has had more accidents or drawn more sponsorship money or viewing figures. The track at Watkins Glen is steeped in history, and tomorrow I'll be driving round it in a race-spec NASCAR. But today, I'm joining a top NASCAR team in the pits.
Yeah, that's me. That steering wheel's right up on your neck. Let me ask you something. If this car goes over, how'd you get out?
Either wait for them
same
to
way.
get you, yeah.
You got the windows no matter what.
You gotta get out the windows.
Yeah.
It's just quick release on the thing.
Yeah.
How's the helmet come off quick? Because you can't even get out.
They'll get out with the helmet.
Yeah, they usually leave the helmet on. Yeah. They're upside down. They'll usually release the belts and you'll fall.
Having seen my name on $250,000 worth of racing car, I want to meet the man who's going to be driving it. Jamie McMurray is a former world karting champion and a 7-times NASCAR winner. NASCAR requires endurance as well as driving skill, with 40 races across the season and hundreds of laps in each race.
To Jamie McMurray.
Yes! Little Jamie, baby!
This is strictly for the pros.
Hook, line, and sinker.
What's the fastest you've ever been, like, in a car?
In a car, fastest? Probably about 220. But what I'll tell you about speed is that to go fast is not a big deal. The speed sensation is not a big deal at all. It's if you have control. It's when you spin or you lose control, something a tire blows out.
Yeah.
That's when it becomes an issue.
Yeah.
And for me, you know, some of your hardest hits weren't at tracks that were the fastest. It's just speed is not a big deal. It's when you don't have control at it.
Crazy how many checks they have to do. They've got, like, this is one check, and then for a whole hour before they even start racing, they have to go through all these different checkpoints, checking the specifications of the car before they can race. Weigh it, everything.
What is extraordinary is the access the public seem to have here. While all the cars are checked for raceworthiness, the teams and drivers mingle with their fans. Unlike the elite world of Formula One, NASCAR totally embraces its followers.
And the other good reason to win today is because you've got my name on the side of that car. You know what I'm saying? So,
That's exactly right.
let's go for it, man. Let's win.
All right,
We're
get
good.
some on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Get some!
As 43 200-mile-an-hour machines line up for the rolling start, the noise is like thunder vibrating through your body. And as they pass, I'm hooked, just the same as the fans.
If I had the skills enough to drive, I would race this. Yeah, I mean, it's dangerous, of course it is, but the thrill of it, you know, would be amazing. Tomorrow I'm going to be on that very track, doing 100 miles, 150. I mean, you know, I wouldn't want to be a race driver. You know, I love what I do. But I would do this! Hey, am I allowed to practice? I used to be a tyre fitter.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, when I was 16. I used to take zip, 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 zip.
Let me see.
Can I practice?
Let me see if we have a practice car.
You've got some nuts. That's harder than it looks, I tell you.
Jamie is slipped back to 9th, and the team stand by to bring him in for fuel and tyres. A frantic harmony descends over the team. Everyone's on autopilot, but you get a sense of the power and the danger. Tomorrow, I'm going to be in one of the cars just like Jamie's. And if I'm honest, I can't wait.
To me, you start. To me,
15 seconds.
15, man.
What was it?
15.5.
It's a crappy stop.
It's the fuel guy in the end, so he was stuck with the thing still in
It's
the.
completely full, so sometimes the vacuum seal will start to go.
Right.
And if he doesn't pull it out before the driver takes off, it can get wedged in there.
Yeah.
He did a good job of just getting it out of the car.
It suddenly dawned on me why NASCAR generates billions of dollars. These cars resemble the ones the fans drive every day to work. Yet, under the bonnet, they are monsters. It's a fine balance of speed and strategy. It's something the team are going to have to get right if Jamie is to improve on his current position.
Jamie's about 25th right now, and they pitted early because there's a whole stack of cars that still have to come in and pit. So I think the thinking is if everyone's coming in and pitting, they pit early, they're going to sit somewhere between 5 and 1. Look, you see all the cars coming in now, look. So all those cars are coming now, which means my guy's going to be on the road and just right to 30 more laps, finish.
These guys are like modern-day gladiators going toe-to-toe in front of baying fans. Times are still tough here, but who cares when you've got a beer in one hand and NASCAR thunder in your ears?
I sound like I know what I'm talking about, don't I?
Jamie crossed the line in 11th place, but he still netted over $100,000. Having experienced the highs and lows of race day, tomorrow is my turn to drive. My guide will be NASCAR legend Rusty Wallace. As a member of the NASCAR Hall of Fame, Rusty knows only too well how dangerous this sport can be. In 1993, he walked away from this crash.
And flips wildly right at the start-finish line, very reminiscent of his accident.
Today, Rusty is retired and enjoys his first love from the safety of the commentary booth.
Rusty, we're going to see you tomorrow, yeah?
Yeah, tomorrow, that's right.
When I drive around a little bit.
Yeah, man, we'll have fun, won't we?
Yeah, I'll have some
He
fun.
goes fast, man. He goes fast.
I go fast too.
Do you? Okay. Good deal. Good deal.
The fastest part of the track is in the back straightaway.
Right.
You might reach about 170 back there,
Yeah.
160,
Yeah.
160, 170.
How many are we going to do tomorrow?
Tomorrow, we'll do as much as that car.
75.
We're going to give as much as that car will give us tomorrow.
Oh.
No, 75 mile an hour stuff. We're going to get it on, man.
65.
Okay,
Good.
65.
What?
You know why?
No, man.
Because we don't have driver's uniforms and helmets tomorrow, right?
I do.
You do?
Oh, man, I'm kitted out.
Oh, I don't have all that.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay, well, I don't need that.
I don't need that.
If I catch on fire, I'll just jump out.
Today, I ride to the track with Rusty.
What do you think?
Really?
Yeah, you'll like it.
That's how we're going to get there?
Right there. This thing's pretty fast. It's not your normal street car, that's for sure.
No, are you allowed to ride this on the road?
This is NASCAR. Don't worry about it.
He's offered to give me a quick driving lesson along the route of the original Watkins Glen circuit, which went right through the center of town. Not only is it illegal to drive a modern NASCAR on the streets, you'd be arrested if you drove at this speed. Luckily, we've been given special permission, just for today.
You're a wild man, Rusty. You're a wild man.
I really think you'll like it. I really do. I don't think you're going to have a problem, but I would tell you, just ease into it. Don't go out there and charge the corners real hard, real fast. The tires need to get some temperature in them. The more temperature you get, the better grip you get. But this car, man, it's fast.
Yeah.
It's a like I say, it's a 200-mile-an-hour car, and it should stop good. And so my biggest advice to you is just ease into it, and you'll be. I really promise you'll be fine.
So on the brakes, how different are they from car brakes?
They're not. There's no power assist whatsoever, so you got to push on them hard.
You hit them.
Yeah, but you'll feel them. People ask me that a lot, and there's no power assist because all that power assist stuff is too heavy, too much weight. So this is what they call the master cylinder right to the brakes. And so when you press them, you're going to really feel that car stopping, and you'll be able to modulate your feet to feel it. So.
Where's the ejector button?
The ejector button. I've wanted to eject out of these things every now and then. You get a car that doesn't handle good in a race, you want to get out. You're tired of it, you know? You really are.
Oh, yeah. And the crowd goes wild.
Wow.
There comes a point in everyone's life when you feel unsure of what you're about to do. And for me, getting into a race-prepared NASCAR is one of those moments. Yep, I've come a long way from riding around in my XR2.
I think he's really nervous right now. I think he's trying to figure out his braking and downshifting. That's what he's thinking about right now.
When I was 9 years old, my mum and dad bought me a BMX, all right?
and it had all the paddings and everything. And my mum used to say, I know what BMXs do, you don't use it for that. Okay, Mum. I was like, what's the point of having a BMX if I can't jump over a few hills? And that was it for me, man. Like, it's part of my spirit, you know? It's like, you're not going to put me in that car and tell me to drive slow. That's just stupid. I'm just going to push it as hard as I can. Just because, you know, it's my opportunity to do it.
Sounds good right now. Shift a little bit aggressive. Hear the motor rev up real hard. That's a good downshift. That sounded good. He's gonna keep it in third gear right there now. He's accelerating out real smooth.
There's no way I'm looking at the speedometer, but on the straights, it feels like I'm flying.
I'll guarantee he's gonna come in with a big smile on his face. I promise he will. I know he'll come in all happy going, man, this is the deal. I love this. What do you think? You look good out there, man.
Yeah, that was, I can't even get out the car now, I'm so excited. That was great, man. That was great. Oh, man.
Hey, that sounded good back there. I heard a couple shifts you missed, but
Yeah.
you got the rest of them right, though.
Yeah.
You're sailing going down through here.
Dude, it was...
You come down through here, you're all over the rev limiter. I mean, you were cranking through here.
It was good.
Did you like it?
That was amazing. Honestly, that was amazing.
I see you got a little sweat on your face,
Yeah,
man.
dude,
It means you've been digging.
Me and her started to bond a little bit on this last round. I was like, okay, just getting those corners really good, you know, and just as you said, you know, just come in, kiss the corners a little bit, and then get out of there, accelerate. As I was coming down here, I didn't want to stop. Honestly, I could have gone around another.
The
5
motor's
laps.
got some power, doesn't it?
Dude, beautiful. You know, and one day when I die, you know, I want to tell people, yeah, man, I rode around Watkins Glen 200 miles an hour. I push it up every year. It'll be 150, then 160, then 200.
That's addicting, isn't it?
No doubt. There's just no doubt.
And you get a car that's really handling good and driving good, man, it's like...
Next time...
John Cooper put a little Formula Junior engine in it, and that was the Mini Cooper.
I'm exploring the mysterious world of underground street racing.
Cannonball was started to say, speed limits? We don't need no stinking speed limits. It was a protest against the 55.
I'm going to see how we race road cars all over the world.
Oh, you know, they might be racing for $5,000, $6,000 a piece. Word?
From East London to Japan.
What? Nice.
And I'll try to understand why we're willing to break the law to drive fast.
Do you like speed?
I'm trying to avoid it because I've got 11 points at the moment, so...
11 points?